A new member of the Lowe's band has arrived, and he's a little beat up. As you can see by the box, he only traveled about 30 minutes away from my house, from the Lowe's warehouse, and this is how he comes. Pretty interesting. And I love how they put the label right there that we had to cover up. So he's indoor use only. And before I get into this, when I say he, this is the animated Bluetooth skeleton DJ, which connects to the other band members that Lowe's has previously released, like the drummer, the singer, and the one that just plays the guitar and like jams out. So this is the DJ now. They can all connect together, and he's motion and sound activated. He's techie, and he's battery powered, which is really cool. I don't know if his hand moves or what he does. I haven't seen any videos on him, but we're gonna unbox him today. And this is a very unique box size choice here. And they give us batteries, look at that. Instructions are in here, as well as this special techie tool that pops snap locks out, which is great. Now, since I've had so many props, I'm pretty good at it, but that is a cool tool. On this side, there's like more instructions. I'm not gonna take that off yet. Frame and LEDs, it says right on here. I like that it says that, and it's not just a blank box. That's really cool. And the rest of this, I think we're just gonna lay down because it's a pull-out tray. And that's everything in the main box here. And you guys know Techie, they always put these huge zip ties on here, and there's like hundreds of them. All right, after cutting a lot of those, there's still a couple more, but we could see the actual Reaper himself. So he had his hand on these green headphones, and this hand is loose. I don't know, maybe this one does move. It's got to, it's an animatronic. Maybe his head does something as well. We're gonna see what else is in this box. So besides the base on the bottom, I have no clue what this is. We've never seen a piece like this before. Maybe that's something to do with his DJ frame. Here's the control box, which is boxed up on the frame. That's really interesting. We're gonna open that real quick. And it has the adapter plugged in already. That's interesting. Bunch of wires coming out, mainly for the LEDs, I'm thinking. And then they have the input-output wire right there as well. This is how you connect other band members together. Got two long leg poles. And lastly, the bass. Something I noticed about the Lowe's bag that we left on the box is that it's talking about to attention Lowe's in-store employees, which is hilarious. And then it's saying how you need to use the zip ties to secure it to the pallet or shelving. Now we're on to the speaker frame and LEDs. It says it's got a speaker front, speaker cover, and a turntable. This reminds me a lot of those panels that are on like the Party City Popcorn Clown or the teddy bear one. Okay, this is pretty cool. This is like a full-on speaker. Don't see any like LEDs or anything on here. This is just a cardboard spacer. Here's the turntable. We need to take a closer look at this with the bag off. I feel cables on the other side, so this is definitely gonna light up. It doesn't seem to move. That one doesn't seem to move either. It looks like we got a lot of LEDs going on in here. You can see them glued up in there. There's a bunch of black fabric. A lot of it has Velcro on it as well. And I think this is the last piece, yep, which is this frame. Here's an overview of all the parts, starting with the skeleton DJ, the speaker cover, the base, both parts of the DJ frame, black fabric, the DJ turntable, both leg poles, and the main frame piece with the control box. Onto the build, we're starting with the base. I like how it clearly labels that this is the back side. We're gonna do the 2 leg poles next. They are the same, both labeled A. There's the first one. And the second. I like how they welded these supports on as well. Now moving up to the next part. And I love how it has the adapter already plugged in. Just like that. So what I did on the skeleton is I pulled out this cable. It's got 2 wires in it. And you can see his mechanism up in here. Now this is a push release lock thing for the snap lock. I just twist it back and forth till it snaps. There it went. Now this cable coming down, it's labeled M. Gonna find that over here. It's hard to see because all this clothing. I'm trying to keep it out of the way as best as possible. We're gonna move on to the DJ booth now. First step is setting these LEDs in the back slots of the base. Just like that. And make sure the LEDs face forward. The next step is this speaker, which has Velcro all over it. You'll see the 2 slots on the bottom. The other way to know is that the bigger speaker is also on the bottom, because this would not look right. So it goes on the same way as the LED panel did. This side's a little higher, so I need to push it down more. The next part labeled K slides in just like this. This one's still a little bit higher, but it hurts my hand to push it down, so I'm waiting till we get all these on. Now a nice push down. And I'm gonna flap this Velcro up if I can. I was about to put the fabric on here, but you could see the holes like in my hand where I tried pushing down on these. So I definitely recommend putting this whole piece on first, then pushing down. So for the fabric, you got holes in every corner that are cut out. So it's kind of obvious how to put this on. Just goes over the back like that. And that's where this Velcro comes along the whole front. So I'm gonna get the back on first. So it turns out I don't read instructions correctly. This wire right here actually needs to be on the bottom because this cord is not long enough to reach the control box otherwise. So we're flipping that around. Now all the Velcro is nicely put on. There are the poles that stick through the fabric here, and they're not too big. And I was looking where to connect it to the turntable, and it looks like you just set it on. And these holes are pretty big, so this thing's gonna have some room to move. I'm doing the back ones first. But it's not too wiggly. And then we have wires on the back side, and this should be it. It's a really easy setup. I just need to see where to put his hand now. I think you can put it wherever you want on the board up front. So first one's letter N. and the other one labeled P. And there's one more labeled L. I don't know what this goes to. And that is a wire coming through his body, of course. Now that we've got that on there, I'm going to take out his input and output wires because we're not connecting that to anything else. Here's the modes on the control box. If you guys didn't know, there's follower mode, so he'll follow one of the leaders. And then you have on, which is just regular. The demo, I think this is for the store. And then you had the leader, which is where you can connect your Bluetooth. We're going to do on mode for today to see what he's going to do. Next step is to pull the fabric down, his cloth fabric. And then we're going to Velcro up his hand, front and back Velcro. Moving this table out a little bit. We're now going to pose his hand. Now you could have him doing this, but we're going to have him down here. I don't know why his hand wants to be upside down. There we go. We're just gonna put them right on the disc, kind of like that. Might move it up for the demo, but that is the complete build right there, guys. All the wires are connected. Everything's fully built. Let me know what you guys think of him in the comments. Also, I'm wearing this new mic on my shirt. Let me know how the audio sounds and everything like that. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. On to the demo.